tonight remain one question. I will explain about remain one question. This question is also in the Pali. Kati loka samay chittani yatha vidana tintati. Bhagavanda kotuma kava katanjani udamayati. This means in the world, how many are the whole or apacha where the mind or where the body does not subdue? We like to know this question also from the Buddha. In here, inside the question, in the Pali, Vaidya, this Vaidya is the money, even though it has many meaning, but here we can take two meanings. This is number one, mind, our mind. Number two is our property. How to stay, our mind is don't subdue or don't stay right in our body or in our mind. How many are the portion or how many are the whole or lead our property from our life? Like this question, they ask you to go. Chaloka samay chittani yatha vidana tintati. Alasen chapamaloja lothana asanho. Nidadandi chate chiti sabasoda bhuiti. This is our Buddha answer. This means due to six kinds of dhamma, due to six kinds of akusala, our mind cannot settle. Our property loose from our life. They are, number one is alatanja. This means laziness. Number two, forget, negligence or forget. Number three, no time, lack of effort. Number four, asaya or don't keep our precept of morality. Number five, downsiness. This is a nature, downsiness. Number six, empty, lethargy, or sloth, like this is sloth toba, tinameka. Number one is a laziness. If we have laziness, our practice, when we practice meditation, our mind cannot concentrate on the object. And due to laziness, anatas, in the another Pali text, this Pali text is directly the Buddha, our Buddha don't Dhamma taught directly, but before academic man, they are writing to guide or lay people. If you have laziness, if you are laziness, you are never understand or you are never again to Panya. Because when we study our education or our for professional livelihood, if we are lazy, we are never understand about it. If we don't understand, if we don't get the educate or wisdom educate due to lazy, we are never again money or property. If we don't have property or money, we never get good plan. If we don't have good plan, we cannot stay happy. And here, happy is also rich, rich or wealthy or property. If we don't have happy, we cannot do good deed. If we cannot do good deed, this I'm only one I told the good deed. Every good deed including the only one meaning. Sila, Samadhi, Panya, morality, concentration, and wisdom, all good deed. If we cannot, or if we don't do good deed, if we don't have good deed, we cannot attain to Nibbana. If we don't attain to Nibbana, we will feel suffering the whole samsara. That is why from lazy, due to lazy, or from lazy to process is, if we think this process is not good for our life, we cannot be educated. We cannot be educated due to don't be educated. We never get money. We never get due to don't money. We don't get good plan. Due to don't good plan, we never feel happy. Due to not happy, we cannot do good deed. We cannot do good deed. We cannot attain to Nibbana. If we cannot attain to Nibbana, we will be all suffering the whole samsara. This is start to laziness, but benefit. This laziness mind also is many reasons. Sometimes due to cold, that is why I don't want to do anything. Sometimes weather is very hot, that is why due to hot, I don't want to do. Sometimes after you eat food, that is why due to food taste, my abdomen, that is why I don't want to do. Sometimes you are very hungry, that is why I don't want to do anything. Like this, many kinds of situations exactly, but here I told just to know about that, to lazy mind situation. So we have to practice meditation when we feel lazy mind, because if we don't know that observe this lazy mind, this mind can destroy our practice meditation, and this mind can cover our practice development. Number 2 is pamara. Pamara is forget or negligence. This pamara mind, if we have, we used to forget to do good deed, to avoid from akusala, bad deed. Which kinds of akusala or bad deed? In here, we forget to avoid from dusrai, 10 kinds of dusrai, kayagam, vachigam, manogam, and 5 kinds of sexual pleasure, kama. I do hope you remember about the 10 kinds of dusrida, because first day I already had Dhamma taught here, Kayagam, Vachigam, and Manogam. If we do, this is dusrai. If we avoid from killing, etc., this is sutra. Now, if you do this 10 kinds of akusala, this is your forgetful person. Another meaning is, if you want to feel, if you want to accept 5 karma, 5 sexual pleasure, rupasata, gandharasa, podaba, visible thing, beautiful visible thing, sound, smell, taste, touch. This is main karma. Without control your mind, you have to This is you are forgetful person. Another one is, even though you can try, but you did yourself. I cannot do or I cannot keep preset. That is why I don't keep my preset. You are through, you are keeping preset pattern. This also we call pamada and forgetful person. And the opposite meaning is, if we forget to do 10 kinds of kusala, if we forget to avoid from 5 sexual pleasure, if we don't, if we avoid from pattern to, even though you can do, keep reset or keep the practice meditation, but you don't practice or you don't keep. This is also we call forgetful person. If so, how to become mindful person? Mindful person. This is very easy for yogi. When you practice meditation, when you observe your objects, at the time, if your mind go to karma and go to do strike or try kinds of do strike, at the time, as soon as you know, if you can know this mind situation, this is you are mindful person or mindful yogi. Some yogi, today also I found some yogi they can know very well practice meditation. Even though their mind become akusala or kilesa, as long as they can know or they can observe this mind situation, that this situation is very good for yogi. Another yogi also you must be trying. When you practice meditation, sitting or standing or lying or walking, any posture, when you want to free 5 sexual pleasure, when you want to do bad deed at the time, as long as you know, you must be outside this mind situation. Even though you are practicing inside the Dhamma hall, your object also only your body and mind, but sometimes many akusala or kilesa defilements appear easily in your objects. Some yogi, as long as they can know, some yogi cannot observe this situation. If we can control our mind, or if we can observe our mind situation, this is we can talk, we can say from forgetfulness to mindful past yogi. If you are forgetful yogi, many feelings are also coming in your body and mind. This is saying opening the door. If you can know or if you can observe your mind situation, this is your mindful yogi. This mindful yogi is also like closing the door. Kilesa defilements cannot decide your body and mind. Regarding this pamada, forgetful, our Buddha had to Dhamma talk during the time of the Buddha. One bhikkhu, after he became mindful, he stayed only his village and around his relatives. Even though he got invitation from city like Nadabe or Visakha, this donation ceremony is very big or very famous at the time. But he never go to the donation ceremony. He just comes around only his village and to his relatives. Like this situation, another bhikkhu or another man, Buddhist man, they know or they see this man. This man never go to city and never follow or never go to peace donation ceremony. So they ask to him. They ask him, why don't go to ceremony or donation ceremony or city? Due to don't get go answer, that is why they pick up to him and they go to the Buddha, report about him to the Buddha. The Buddha asks him, this is true or not? This bhikkhu replied to the Buddha, yes, Venerable Sir, I never go to city and to donation ceremony, even though I got invitation from Narayanvisakha, but I have to answer. I don't attach my village and my relatives. I am easy to satisfy only my village. After that, the Buddha referred to bhikkhu or to them. Abhamara rata bhikkhu pamadi vayatasiva. Abhabo prihanaya nibbana seva satiki. This means Abhamara rata bodha. We stay happily with mindfulness. Some yogi, when they practice meditation to hear Kusantame, even though they try to practice meditation, but they are not happy to hear, because sometimes they think, when I stay only my home, anytime, if I want to eat, I can eat. If I want to use cosmetic, I can use freely. If I want to sleep, I can sleep. If I want to go out, I can go out freely. If I want to wear the color clothes, beautiful dress, I can use dress. Now in here, even though I want to do that, but I cannot do. They also don't allow me. That is why here is a very lazy place. I don't want to stay or I am not happy in here. They think like that. Some yogi is not like that. They think to practice meditation in here, I had pain. I had a right here. When I stay here, everything I need to do austerities. If I stay like that, this is very likely or very happy to stay here. When I practice meditation, also my noting mind and objects every time face to face, and I realize nature of the body and mind. This is really the happy state or peaceful state. He is happy here. If you are not lazy to keep preserve, to practice meditation, you are happy to do, you can do happily. This is, you are happy with mindfulness. Like this meaning, we apamara rata orta. Please stay happily with mindfulness. Pamadi vayadasi wa. Vayadasi. This is dangerous. If we have to forget to do kusala, cannot avoid from akusala, this is dangerous for our life. For yogi, when you practice meditation, even though we guide, our guide is not rising and falling of the abdomen, but sometimes When you know the rising and falling, sometimes your mind wandering or thinking, imagination about the kilesa or business or money. At the time, you don't, even though you know your mind situation, you don't know. You are followed to thinking or imagination. This is situation is you are forget. You do forget. You are kusala process also dangerous, or your life also dangerous to you to become akusala. How to dangerous? I will explain with one example. This is open the door and close the door. When you come here to listen to my talk, you have to close your hoodie, the door. This is right. If you don't close or lock, thieves can take all your materials. This is you do not close your door. You have these dangerous. When you arrive here, you also don't close your door. At the time, outside, heavy raining and with storm. Many water and many mess inside in your food due to open the door. In the same way, our mind is like our food. Pamara, forget is like open the door. If we stay forgetful, many kilesa defilements is come inside our mind easily. Abamara, mindfulness is saying or like close the door. If we stay with the mindfulness, this abamara or mindfulness is close our mind. Kilesa or defilements cannot come to our inside our mind. Therefore, we stay happily with mindfulness. Forgetfulness is dangerous for yogis. If you stay like that, you are very close to attaining Nibbana. Number 3 is notana. Notana means lack of viriya. When we practice meditation, sometimes we don't want to try to know, to face notice mind and objects because we feel our energy is very loose. If we lose our energy, if we let go our energy or effort, akusala or kilesa, defilements, come to at our mind, come to inside our mind easily. That is why when we practice meditation, we need to practice actively or laugh or press. I will explain next day about Viriya detail. Tonight, I have to talk all the answer. That is why now I'm told that just if we have lack of Viriya, we cannot achieve business or high level dharma. Number 4 is asayama. Asayama means we don't protect or we don't keep our precept or our morality. Number 5 is neta. Neta is drowsiness. Some yogi, when they practice meditation, they feel drowsiness in mind. At the time, we had 7 cuts of way overcome this drowsiness mind. But in here, if just listen. If we practice meditation at the time, our mind feel doubts in the mind. At the time also we must be know this doubts in the mind. lethargy. Even though we have energy, more energy, but we feel I'm not energy, I don't want to use more energy. I feel very weakness. Like this feeling is what we call dandy or lethargy. There are 6 kinds of apacha or hole in the world. Our mind and our property cannot subdue. Laziness, forget, lack of viriya, cannot keep precept, drowsiness, lethargy. If we have these kinds of akusala, laziness or asasta, we never achieve business or high dharma. Whatever you try, whatever you do for business or for practice dharma, you never attain to high level. That is why if you know about your situation, lazy situation, forget situation, lack of viriya or cannot keep your precept, please try to overcome this lazy, this forget, etc. If I summarize this sutta, Najidati Sutta, what does not the case? 8 kinds of question, 8 questions and 8 answers. Tonight is finished, 8 questions and 8 answers. May all of you, after listening this Dhamma talk, after you understand very well, you to follow this guidance, may